We're going to turn now to the heat emergency. More than 180 million Americans under alert, almost the entire eastern half of the country. Rhiannon Alley is at Rockaway Beach here in New York. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Good morning to you, George. Yes, it is a beautiful start to the day here at Rockaway Beach. We've already seen people out walking on the beach, and yes, even a few already in the water. It feels like the start of a perfect beach day, but that is going to change as temperatures climb, making it another dangerous day for millions. This morning, millions facing what could be one of the hottest July 4ths on record.
When I got in the car, it felt like I almost burned myself. Like, it was bad.
That scorching heat dome smothering 30 states is expected to hit its peak today, straining the nation's power grid.
I'm just not going to leave my apartment.
It's getting hotter and hotter.
Several major cities declaring emergencies as temperatures soar into the 100s, now trying to protect the most vulnerable.
The temperatures are getting into triple digits on their own, but what you can't feel through the TV is the humidity that we've got.
In Minnesota, a boy on the field for the national anthem at a minor league game collapsing from dehydration Tuesday. One of the players carrying him off the field. Sparkle Martin overcome by the heat while waiting for a bus, collapsing to the ground.
I kind of fell to my knees and immediately knew I was having a heat stroke.
Officials reminding everyone to stay cool and to hydrate.
And the thing about heat is some people don't realize they're so far gone until it's too late.
FIFA fans out in force at Fan Fest and games along the East Coast from New Jersey to Atlanta.
It's very exciting. I like everything, so it's very, very exciting, but it's very, very hot.
If you come out here unprepared, you're in for a rude awakening.
Event organizers patrolling the grounds in the event someone needs help.
We're here if you need us, but we don't want you to be on our patient list.
I mentioned we've seen quite a few people already out in the water, mostly surfers, but authorities stress that is what they do not want you to do. They want you to swim only in a lifeguard protected area. They're here to keep everyone safe, George.
Okay, Rhiannon, thanks very much. Let's go to Sam right now. Where's this all going?
Well, George, it is staying put really until we get to the end of the weekend. But Rhiannon picked a good spot because when you're out on the shore, it really can be around 70 degrees there, 78 degrees, where inland, just a few miles inland, is already in the 90s. So we'll show you what's going on here in the I-95 corridor. These are the hottest heat advisory and heat index levels that we have. Philly, look at Baltimore at 114, Washington at 111. Move inland, and this didn't really get much better. It should step toward better over the next couple of days, but look at Huntsville at 113, Paducah at 113. So it's not just the daytime heat, it's the high overnight. So we've got these are record warm overnight lows. And I want you to look at New York for just a minute. There's a couple of reasons here. This is Friday morning. That 84 may be the warmest overnight low ever for them, but it is also their normal high temperature. So there's going to be a lot of people coming back into the hospital by the time we get over the next couple of days as this heat progresses, Robin.
Yeah, we want everyone to stay safe in this heat. What are the warning signs that you're in trouble?
All right, so according to the CDC, really, some of the warning signs of heat-related illnesses, you want to look out for that, and you heard it in our package: nausea, headaches, dizziness, confusion, hot or dry skin, or heavy sweating and muscle cramps. But remember yesterday we were sitting with Dr. Narula. Yeah. She did the best breakdown I've ever seen, and it's waiting for you to watch right now at goodmorningamerica.com.
Really is very helpful.
The best.
Yeah, all right, Sam, thank you. Now we have the holiday travel, and if you're flying out today, you're going to have plenty of company. It is expected to be the busiest day in the skies. Matt Rivers is inside the United Airlines Operations Center at Newark Airport with the latest. Good morning to you, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. This is really kicking off the holiday rush weekend in earnest today, with AAA saying that more than 72 million Americans will be traveling at some point over this holiday period. And if you are flying, today will be the busiest day for that. The FAA saying that they'll be handling more than 52,000 flights today. That is thousands more than it handles on a typical day. And TSA is expected to screen more than 3 million passengers today. So it is going to be a busy one, including here inside the United Operations Center. This is really the nerve center for United's operations here at Newark Airport, and this will be one of their busiest days of the entire year. United saying that they will be flying themselves 6 million passengers alone across this holiday weekend. So busy days all around for the airline. And of course, to get to the airport or to leave, people will be hitting the roads. AAA saying more than 60 million people will be driving somewhere over this holiday, with today being the busiest day for rental car pickups, according to Hertz. Best time to drive, according to transportation firm INRIX, before 12 p.m. p.m. or after 6 p.m. if you're worried about traffic. George, no question this is going to be a record-setting holiday weekend as America celebrates its 250th, George.
As Robin says, pack your patience this weekend. We're going to turn now to President Trump facing questions about conflicts of interest over his massive income in his first year back in office. More than $2 billion, much from companies he regulates. The president weighed in on the disclosures. He took his first flight on a new Air Force One, a $400 million gift from Qatar, which may also be unconstitutional. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is at the White House. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. And no president has seen the type of financial gains that President Trump has while in office, bringing in $2.2 billion in 1 year alone. This morning, President Trump defending the $2.2 billion in income in his first year back in office as he faces fresh questions about his finances. $1.4 billion of that money he made last year came from his family's crypto business, which boomed as his administration loosened regulations. World Liberty Financial getting a major investment from a firm closely tied to the United Arab Emirates. Our Mary Bruce asking.
To critics who say you're profiting off the presidency, Mr.
Well, you know why I'm profiting? Because the stock market's going up. Everybody's profiting.
The stock market does not account for the bulk of the president's wealth. He made 3 times more than the year before, even though investors in his family's cryptocurrency lost big. Unlike past presidents, President Trump has not put his business into a blind trust. It's being run by his sons, Don Jr. and Eric. Experts call the president's financial gains while in the White House unprecedented.
We have never seen a president make this kind of money while he's in office. And in dealings that ostensibly could present a conflict of interest based on his responsibilities as president. There are many presidents in the past who have scrupulously avoided any optics of impropriety relating to his job as president.
Democrats outraged.
Trump is enriching himself at the expense of the American people.
It all comes as the president takes his new Air Force One jet for its inaugural flight. The $400 million gift from Qatar, retrofitted by the Pentagon with hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars.
Well, of course, very little relative to what it would cost if we did it a different way.
But critics sounding the alarm that the deal would violate the Constitution's ban on gifts from foreign heads of state. White House staffers posting pictures inside the jet, showing off the large rooms. When the president leaves office, the plane will too. A highly unusual arrangement that transfers ownership of the plane to his presidential library. So back to the president's income, those financial disclosure forms, they are mandatory. It also reveals the president was gifted about $122,000 worth of tickets to sporting events like the Super Bowl, FIFA World Cup, and the U.S. Open, Robin.
All right, our thanks to you, Rachel, for your reporting. Now, an alleged house of horrors uncovered in Ohio. 4 adults arrested after prosecutors say they held 16 children in deplorable conditions. Morgan Norwood is here with those details. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is disturbing and truly horrific allegations here. And it's a case investigators tell us will stay with them forever. 16 children allegedly hidden from the world for years in conditions so dire that several are still in the hospital. And this morning, we're hearing the haunting details.
This morning, new details in that disturbing discovery after authorities rescue 16 children found inside this Ohio home. They say were held in a 12 by 12 area for the past 4 years.
Kids just kept appearing. Some of them were in pretty bad shape.
Ohio officials say the Siders family were living inside this more than a century-old home located about 80 miles south of Columbus. After investigators went in on a search warrant, they found the kids ranging from 18 months to 18 years old, squatting and covered in bugs, some unable to speak.
The scene was a horrible smell. Animals, livestock are kept in better conditions.
I think if they would have waited another 24 hours, there was a very high probability that we'd be dealing with a death or multiple deaths of these children.
7 of the children hospitalized, 2 needing to be airlifted to level 1 trauma centers. Also inside, the children's parents and set of grandparents. They were immediately placed under arrest and arraigned Wednesday. All 4 charged with 16 counts of child endangerment, pleading not guilty.
The evidence shows that these folks were pretty good at hiding these kids. They knew that if anybody actually knew what was going on, these kids probably would have been removed.
And more charges could be on the way. In the meantime, the focus is shifting to those children. Authorities say finding a foster home for all 16 siblings will be really difficult, challenging, but they hope to keep as many of them together as possible.
Just a horrific story. Okay, Morgan, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to growing questions after ICE arrested a nun as she was walking to attend Mass in Texas. She has since been released from custody. Jay O'Brien has the latest on that. Good morning, Jay.
George, good morning to you. We're learning that Sister Leticia Ugboaja, a Nigerian national, was arrested and detained by immigration enforcement while walking to Mass. It happened last Sunday in McAllen, Texas. Bishop Daniel E. Flores of the Diocese of Brownsville calling her a source of goodness and hope in their community. Just a few hours after her arrest, DHS later releasing Sister Ugboaja, who's been in the U.S. for at least 10 years, but her immigration status is unclear. The department has not responded to our multiple requests for comments and information about her arrest and her detention. Ugboaja's detention was even condemned by a Republican lawmaker, Congresswoman Monica De La Cruz, writing, "Our immigration enforcement should target violent criminals. A Catholic nun on her way to church is not a threat to our community." The administration has repeatedly pledged to go after the worst of the worst in President Trump's immigration crackdown, but this is just the latest in a series of immigration arrests that have spurred backlash, including ICE detaining spouses of active duty service members.
That as well. And when we saw the tears when she was released, it just took your breath away, Jay. But glad that she was released. Thank you.